Basketball isn't easy.
Start it.
Just because I'm losing doesn't mean I'm lost. Doesn't mean I'll stop.
Welcome, basketball fans, to 2K Sports. I'm Damon Bruce. Friday Hoops Fest coming up next. It's going to be
Flashlights, spotlights, rock life every night. Lights in here, baby. Extra bright, I want y'all to see this. Turn up the lights in here, baby. You know what I need. Want you to see everything. Want you to see all of the lights. Can we go back?
And the players exchanging a few friendly words prior to tip-off, the getting-to-know-you stage of the proceedings. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. First, for the West All-Stars, Steph Curry's out there with Harden. They've got Griffin. We will see him go to work on that low block, one of the great centers right now in the league. And it's Durant, and it's Love in at the 4. And for the East, Kyrie Irving is out there with Dwayne Wade. They've got LeBron James. He knows how to come up with the big plays and the big games, the rebounding, the inside scoring, and that looming presence. Then it's Paul George, and it's Anthony in at the 4 slot.
Well, I tell you what, Greg Popovich, a really impressive leader for the Spurs. He's able to keep all of his players locked into what's best for the team. Has a military background, played basketball and studied at the Air Force Academy before serving 5 years in the Air Force. And you know some of the leadership that he brings to his position was learned from his past experiences.
Well, this guy's an animal on the glass, Kevin. I mean, there may be some bigger and stronger rebounds in the NBA, but nobody plays with this kind of energy and zeal.
And you know what else, guys? He instigates so many of their fast breaks just because of how quick and accurate he is with his outlet passes. That's another one of his real nice talents. He did the important part at the line there, the heavy lifting, if you will. Made this a 2-possession game.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. Irving against Curry. Irving attacking, and the shot is good. And Clark, you mentioned Pop's time at the Air Force Academy. That's where he got his start in the coaching ranks.
Yeah, 6 years as an assistant there. He was head coach at Pomona, an assistant coach with the Golden State Warriors and the Spurs, and eventually moved into the front office in San Antonio. But wow, what an amazing run it's been for him. 17 years as the head coach of the Spurs.
Here's Curry with the 3. Here's Griffin, goes up again. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw, no good.
Well, when you talk about the most fearsome finishers in the league, you got to put Blake Griffin right at the top of the list. I mean, he's a high riser, and he's able to dunk with authority over the top of defenders like very few in the league can.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Harden. Love kicks to Lillard. Outside Durant. 23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Love, no luck. And here's George. The drive by Wade. And the rejection by Harden. To the paint. Here's Durant. The 10-footer finds the target. Durant's got his first 2 points.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it.
Oh, he put it down!
It'll count.
What a shot!
I think that one was
at
good.
the buzzer!
Oh, free points right there at the end of the quarter.
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. Players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well. And looking here, guys, at what we've seen so far from the West All-Stars, what do you think?
Now, the key has been the rebounding department. This club dominating the paint area. And if this continues, they'll be in great shape.
Well, they've done two things. They've limited second chances, and they've been able to flex their muscle down low.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, as you know, gentlemen, Greg Popovich is one of the foremost practitioners of the intentional fouling that sends poor free throw shooters to the line. Not exactly a fan favorite, and Pop says, quote, I think it's ugly. I think it's awful. But it's legal. It's there. If somebody doesn't want to get hacked, they should shoot free throws better. Guys, he's all about winning. Whether it's pretty or ugly, he doesn't care.
They wear you down, Doris. Thank you so much.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
You know, one part of Joe Johnson's game that tends to get overlooked, guys, is his ability to create space with the dribble. He's got great size, and that ability makes him the potent scorer he is.
That one goes. Count.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
And some changes here for the West All-Stars. Hibbert comes in for Joakim Noah. And Chris Bosh is subbed in for Paul Millsap. The East All-Stars shooting their first free throw of the contest. And for Joe Johnson, as you mentioned, Clark, great size, and he's comfortable truly, Steve, from shooting anywhere on the floor.
Yeah, and whether it's a spot up or off the dribble, he can go either direction. He's so strong, excellent ball handling ability. But I think he could do a little more damage inside if he chose to. He's got the body to be a good post-up player. Rebounds are split just about down the middle in this game, Clark.
I'd venture to guess whichever team is able to maintain that energy level on the glass will have the upper hand the rest of the way.
And, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation. Well, you know what, guys? DeMar DeRozan said he watched a lot of tape of Dwayne Wade working on the low block, learning to pass out of double teams and attack weaker defenders. That's definitely an area he can exploit in his own game.
LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Dwight Howard. Durant for three. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Durant's got 5 now.
And no need to rush it. They can play for one shot.
And I think they should wait till about the 5-second mark to go for it.
And Wall kicks to Bosh. But they get it back. Another shot. Wall's shot is off. From deep three-point range, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Second quarter ends in a tight one. East All-Stars lead by 3.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And it's halftime out in New Orleans with a great one going on out there.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Well, guys, what he gives this team is an edge. I mean, he gets into the arena, he just lights it up, and I thought that first half, he really had it rolling.
You know, he doesn't just give them an edge. He gives them a confidence and a swagger they wouldn't otherwise have. I mean, he's a special player to have around.
And here's Harden for 3. And yes, sir, that one drops. Harden's got the first basket of the second half here for the West All-Stars. Irving dishes to George. Lots of room. And that one comes up a bit short.
Steph Curry is virtually impossible to defend. I mean, he can hit from anywhere on the floor. In the gym range, personified with Curry. Mid-range jumpers are like layups to him. And inside, he's got the floater finger roll and the runner. You always expect his shots to go in. It's like watching a game of force at full speed when the highest stakes are on the line.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Gentlemen, you hear murmurs that some in the NBA fraternity consider Blake Griffin a little too nice. Their feeling is that if you get physical with him, you can take him out of his game. It's surprising considering his size and strength. Blake said, I've never really worried about being called soft. If anybody wants to step up and take that challenge, I'm more than happy. Off the court, because I don't want to get suspended. And guys, he's too valuable to this team to miss games. But some feel he has to retaliate to let opponents know he means business.
That animosity can stick around, Doris. Tough thing. Thank you. And Steve, shooting no doubt Curry's forte. He narrowly missed the All-Star game last season. I mean, I can't believe he didn't get elected, and he seemed to be the one glaring miss. When you watch his game, where can he improve?
I think offensively, he's got the whole package. I think it's at the other end of the floor where he can probably improve. He needs to compete a little bit more defensively, but that's tough to do when you're handling so much of the offensive load for your team. But he's got to find a little more balance, I think, between his offense and his defense.
Harden outside, but Trey, good, and Curry gets the assist. 9 points for James Harden. Knocked loose. We've got 13 seconds left here in the third quarter. Irving attacking. It's rebounded by the West. 1 second left. Blocked. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. East All-Stars up on top. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Being a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Now Lillard. No luck. Some solid defense there from Irving. 43% from the floor. Right side Irving. And no one able to grab it as it goes out of bounds. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Blake Griffin. Now Lillard. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. The 19-foot shot. And right on target. Good. Lillard's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the West All-Stars. On the wing, Irving, defended by Lillard. And that one's good. And that's now 9 points for Kyrie Irving.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
George. And there's the call on Durant. And that'll be his third foul so far. The West All-Stars making a switch here. Anthony, the pass to George. Fires from 18. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Durant just inside the line. Can't get it to go. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. Well, we can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yeah. No doubt about it. Wade has found the touch right now.
Wade, no good on the free throw. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And here's Harden for 3. It falls! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
That is a clutch shot if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, very gutsy there. What more can you say? He got it done.
Oh, look at it. Wow, we're going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Kevin. That was special.
Oh, man, that was a circus dunk. Well, they're still within reach, but they need a hoop pretty much every time down the floor.
Well, they've got a little life, but they better execute every time.
And that one's good.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
Now, here's Wade.
Wow!
Nothing but zeros on the clock as he drains the winner. What a finish.
And he never had a doubt. He was celebrating the